Breaking news, Microsoft ruins friendships. 60% of all facts aren't facts. It's true. And because I have it cited here, there must be some truth behind it. And it's totally not made up. But I digress. How can I digress when I haven't even started a topic yet? And probably one of the worst kept secrets of the century, Microsoft plans to release their third generation Xbox gaming console, codenamed the Xbox Durango, during development, which will be released this fall during the holiday shopping season. Most people think, oh yay, a new system with new specs and new games and new graphics, and my whole world is gonna get better by spending $500 on this piece of technology. But you know what? They're so wrong. Their world will not get better. They're going to spend way more than $500 on a box, and their entire life will become bleak, like watching a black and white movie. But it's their life. Microsoft's Xbox Durango will implement technology that will make it impossible to play used games on your console, forcing you to buy a shiny brand new game every time you want to play something different. No more borrowing, no more renting games. But in all honesty, who actually still rents games? I haven't rented a game in about 12 years. That's being generous. Every time a publisher prints a game, the Blu-ray disc will be encoded with a personalized registration code. You'll go home and pop the disc into your Xbox Durango's drive, and you'll start playing it. No problem. Due to the Xbox Durango's constant internet connection, as soon as you start playing your new game, the registration code will be uploaded to Microsoft and stored within their network. Again, not a problem. But the problem comes whenever that game you bought is played on a different Xbox Durango, it won't work because that specific registration code will have already been uploaded. Microsoft will say, fuck you. You can't play, go buy a new copy. And go buy Xbox Live. They're giving us more money so you can play with your friend. Ruining your day, possibly your week, definitely your year, and leaving you with a strong feeling of resentment towards your almighty, all-knowing content creator. This means if you have friends that you share games with, you can say goodbye to them, because friendship won't be a thing anymore. Sharing games will be a thing of the past. Something to reminisce about. Like your grandparents telling you over and over how good things used to be back then. Breaking news. Microsoft ruins friendships. That, of course, is a joke, and I'm sure somewhere in many of the Microsoft Terms of Agreement forms I've filled out over the years, one of those buggers stated, Microsoft is not liable for any relationships lost due to the use of Microsoft products. Which, of course, would absolve them from any fault because you signed a piece of paper, which is like a murderer giving you a contract to sign, forgiving him of the murder that he is about to commit. Oh, and by the way, the murderer is you. From my consumer standpoint, I can see no logical point of view where this benefits me. All I'm getting from Microsoft is my pocket lightened, which is never good news, because myself, like many other, all consumers, want to pay the least amount possible for games. That's just good business. For you, of course, not Microsoft. All they want to do is steal your money. If you want to be the most logical and reasonable person to ever walk the planet, you could say something along the lines of Microsoft is a business and they're in control of the content they produce, and it's your choice whether or not you partake in the purchase of their product. But come on, only an outright douche would say that, assuming they don't work for Microsoft, because they would just be campaigning for their own job then. Of course, I'm totally against Microsoft plans to put their consumer down, and I think you should be too. Microsoft even had an employee who worked as a creative director state on Twitter that if you don't live in a city with strong internet, you should just move to one, and that always-on devices are here to stay, so there's no reason to fight it. Just goes to show how much Microsoft values their customer. Oh, and by the way, after the whole Twitter fiasco, this man no longer works at Microsoft. So what I think you should do to raise awareness and to protest is to speak out about the flaws of the Xbox Durango and its implementations all the time to everyone and anyone, even if they don't care. Write or, send an email to Microsoft every day notifying them of how shitty their idea is. And finally, when the Xbox Durango is released, don't buy it. Don't go to Best Buy or GameStop or Walmart or Target or anywhere else to buy one of these things until they change their product. Don't be another uneducated zombie who sees something new and is told that they need it and then goes out and buys it without knowing anything about it. Don't be that guy. Be informed and don't invest in a decision that will